Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to call the March 15, 2021 Crest Hill City Council meeting to order at 7:07 p.m. I would ask that everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and I would ask that you please remain standing after the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Unfortunately, the city of Crest Hill lost a very well-known and well-respected resident of the city of Crest Hill. Mr. Lester Smith passed away on February 4th, 2021. Lester was 88 years old. We had a memorial for him back in February, however, it was virtual, and I believe that he deserves the respect to at least have the memorial again, as we are back all live in person, and for the residents of city of Crest Hill to observe this. Mr. Lester Smith was preceded in death by his wife Beverly and his daughter Joanne. Lester and Beverly had 7 children, a multitude of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. By trade, Lester was a carpenter, but what he will be remembered for in the city of Crest Hill was his community involvement with Crest Hill baseball. And I'm going back to the 1960s and the 1970s when Crest Hill baseball was down at Cheney Field. Lester was instrumental in the formation of the Crest Hill baseball. Him and several other gentlemen at that time, when only boys were allowed to play in Crest Hill boys baseball. See, everybody today knows Mr. Joe Marshall, who takes care of Crest Hill boys baseball now. But Les Smith was the true pioneer and brought baseball to the city of Crest Hill, and he was the original Joe Marshall for many years at Cheney Field. Les was a great coach. He was a very strict coach. He was a very tough coach. But what he did was he turned a lot of young boys into young men. That was the quality that he had. He loved the game of baseball. He had more knowledge about baseball in his little finger than most people have in their whole body. He could see talent before him. He also coached basketball and baseball at Richland Grade School. In his honor, he started the basketball tournament at Richland School back in the 60s and 70s, which is still being played today at that school. But his true love certainly was baseball. And even for the last 30 years, if you wanted to meet Les, you could walk up to the Crest Hill boys baseball field off of Rich Street in Crestwood, and Les would be sitting there watching games of all ages. Whenever I seen him, he was always the happiest when he was sitting in his lawn chair right behind home plate and watching all the boys and girls play. He certainly was a great man who will be missed a lot. So on behalf of the city of Crest Hill, we want to offer our condolences to the Smith family. We want to thank him for his years of dedicated service to the city of Crest Hill and the formation of the Crest Hill baseball, basketball, and baseball at Richland's grade school also. So in his honor, I would ask for a moment of silence in memory of Lester Smith. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ray Solomon.
Here.
Glenn Conklin.
Present.
Scott Dyke.
Here.
John Verche.
Here.
Barbara Scolaire.
Here.
Claudia Gazal.
Here.
Tina Oberlin.
Present.
Marco Colo DiPietro.
Here.
Nate Albert.
Here.
Joe Kubo.
Here. Okay, I apologize for the slight delay in the 7 minutes before we started this meeting. We had some unforeseen technological difficulties with the cable television. We'll move along with the agenda. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, you have before you the minutes of the virtual meeting which was held on March 1st, 2021. Motion would be in order.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Scolaire, seconded by Alderman Colo DiPietro for the approval of the virtual meeting of the City Council held on March 1st, 2021. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
John Verche,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
Marco Colodi-Petro,
Yes.
Barbara Scoler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And you also have before you the minutes of the live in-person work session held on March 8th, 2021. Motion would be in order.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Gazal, seconded by Alderman Elbert. Questions or comments of the motion? Roll call, please.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Marco Colodi-Petro,
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler,
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We also have a special presentation tonight, which we passed the proclamation back on January 18th, 2021, honoring the Society, the Daughters of the American Revolution. We have been involved with this organization for many years now. And again, since we did this at a virtual meeting, I felt that it was only proper to have the representatives of the Daughters of the American Revolution committee here to make the official presentation of the proclamation. But before I call them up here, I am not going to reread the whole proclamation, but I'm just going to reread 2 paragraphs, which kind of puts everything into perspective of the longevity of this organization and the many projects that they are involved in. Whereas the Louis Joliet chapter members volunteer their time and resources not only to support our area youth through award recognition programs, but in support of our veterans and our active military through Honor Flight Chicago ceremonies, wreaths across America, Wounded Warriors programs, sending care packages, and serving as a commemorative partner in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War, assuring our veterans are not forgotten. Now therefore, I, Raymond R. Solomon, by virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Crest Hill, do hereby proclaim April 3rd, 2021, to be observed as Louis Joliet chapter of the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution in the city of Crest Hill, and hereby congratulate the Louis Joliet chapter on its 110th anniversary and encourage all citizens to salute them for their efforts and accomplishments. We have Cindy Valencia here with us, and Bobby today is joining us today. I certainly want to thank you ladies for everything that you do for this organization, for the good things you do not only for our veterans, but all the residents of the city of Crest Hill and our surrounding communities. So it is with honor and pride that on behalf of all the residents of the city of Crest, I would like to present a copy of this proclamation to your organization on the anniversary of your 110th anniversary. That is a long time, and I know that you've come a long, long way, but we certainly want to thank you from our bottom of our hearts for everything that you do for the city of Crest Hill, the surrounding communities, the veterans, the young people, because they are our future. So congratulations, and please accept this on behalf of all of our.
Definitely, thank you. Thank you, thank you everyone. If I may?
Yep.
On behalf of the Louis Joliet chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, I am honored for this day of recognition for the Daughters of Louis Joliet. My name is Cindy Valencia, and I am the chapter regent. And with me today is Bobby Today. We are often asked, what is the Daughters of the American Revolution? What is DAR? Yes, we are a lineage organization. However, we are a volunteer women's service organization that has had over 1 million women join our organization over the years. We are a nonprofit, non-political, volunteer service organization dedicated to serving for historic preservation, education, and patriotism. And we're proud to serve Will County. And we're proud that we are part of the next century of servers to our community and in support of our first responders, our veterans, and our active military. again, thank you so much for this day of honor for our chapter. And we do look forward to our continued service. I'd like to share a little trivia with you, if I may.
Sure.
You may not know that the DAR has a very strong tie with the Illinois state flag. It was in 1912 that the Illinois state regent, by the name of Ella Lawrence, had began petitioning the Senate, basically the House, to push for a Illinois state flag. And while she continued to push for an Illinois state flag, she decided to have a contest of a design of an Illinois state flag. And it was a daughter by the name of Lucy Derwent, who was a member of the Rockford chapter, who actually designed our Illinois state flag. That design was presented to the House and then later the Senate, and it was actually approved as the Illinois banner at the time in 1915. And it stood that way until I believe it was 1969 when a gentleman decided to push for the addition of the word Illinois on our Illinois flag. And that was the only alteration to the original design by a DAR member. So I thought I'd like to share that with you.
Very good.
So again, thank you for this honored day for our Lewis Joliet Chapter Daughters. We do look forward to continuing another century of service. And if anyone is interested in learning more about the Daughters of the American Revolution, they can visit the national website at dar.org or our local Lewis Joliet chapter website at
LewisJolietDAR.weebly.org.
And again, thank you for this honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. Bobby, any comments?
Bobby?
Yep. No? Well, thank you, ladies, for everything you do, all your volunteerism. If anyone from City Council would like to make any comments?
Thank you for all you do. And
Well,
good
I-
to know about that history.
I want to thank you. I love having women come up and show how much they can accomplish, how much they have accomplished. We've often been overlooked for our accomplishments, so I applaud you. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you for your service.
I know. Thank our veterans, but thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for everything you do, all the time and effort that you put into with volunteering. It's well worth it, well appreciated, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all the support you're giving people.
Yeah, as well. Thank you for your commitment to the community.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Yes, thank you. And thank you for being part of Crest Hill as well.
Thank you. And I look forward to sharing this with my daughters.
Thank you. Okay, we also, as our business promotion this evening, we have Mr. Trevor Black here with us this evening. He is the owner of the Chicken Shack. We've had many new restaurant-type businesses open up in Crest Hill along the Plainfield Road corridor, the Renwick Road corridor, and coming soon to the Weber Road corridor. Back on January 21st, we had a grand opening at the Chicken Shack with Trevor and several attendees that were there from his family, from the City Council. I will tell you that the wings are fantastic, but this is your time, Trevor. So it is your time to inform all our residents your location, your time, and everything else that you have to offer.
We're located at 20641 Renwick on the corner of Renwick and Weber. Our hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 to 10, and Sunday, 11 to 6. The phone number is 815-714-2610. And we do offer discounts for veterans, elected officials for the village employees, 10%, veteran service members. We're just excited to be here in Crest Hill.
Good, and I know that there are several new businesses right in that strip mall. Next to you, I see a lot of activity going on there when I go by, which is fantastic to see now.
It gets very chaotic sometimes. But
yes.
It's good.
Yes. But I will say that your food is very tasty. The wings are very hearty. You know, I know you have the mild sauce, which that's good for my stomach. The spicy I cannot handle anymore.
Me neither.
But I will tell everybody that is like me and can't handle that the mild is very tasty and it is very mild.
It is.
And I know you have all other different kind of sauces.
So we have the wing combos, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 wings. Everything comes with fries, coleslaw, and bread. And then we have pans and wings, 25, 50, and 100. Shrimp, 6-piece, 12-piece, fries, coleslaw, and bread. And then we have large catfish and small catfish. All the meals come with fries, coleslaw, and bread.
Mm-hmm.
And a homemade lemonade.
And you cater also?
We do cater as well.
Good. And how's business been for the last couple of months?
It's been good. We opened up 2 of them 3 months apart, so I've been very busy running 2 locations, but it's good.
Good.
Blessed.
And again, this is located 20641 West Renwick Road. It is about a block east of Weber Road on
Correct.
Renwick and the strip mall on the south side of the street.
Yes, sir.
So welcome to the city of
Thank you.
Crest Hill. I
Thank
hope
you.
that you are very succsuccessful, that you were here for
Thank
a very
you.
long time. It's a
Well, we
great
will
addition
be.
to the city. And again, it's great to see all the activity at that strip mall right now. So, City Council, any comments?
Well, I want to welcome you to our ward. This is Ward 2.
Thank you.
And,
You gotta
You
get
know,
that TikTok going.
you're not only famous for your chicken, you're also famous for your TikTok. So,
Correct.
if you'd like to take some classes, you can join us because we're going to be doing one, me and him soon.
So,
So I told him just till the weather gets warm, so don't make fun of me when I do that. But I'm going to be promoting with him.
Thank
So
you.
welcome to Crest Hill. We are glad to have you.
Thank
So.
Welcome to Crest Hill, and especially welcome to Ward 2.
thank you.
I want to welcome you to the city. Good to see another business in town, and hopefully you'll be there for many years to
We
come.
will be. We
Much
love the
success
location
to
and
you.
the area. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for making Crest Hill. Hope you have to hire more people.
Perfect. Will do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Good to see you again. Welcome. You know I enjoyed your chicken when I came in the other day.
Oh, thank you.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining, choosing Crest Hill to locate your business. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you. No problem.
Trevor, where's your other location at?
It's in Broadview, 1825 Roosevelt Road. So it's about 15 minutes west of downtown Chicago.
Okay. It's a little bit of a commute back and forth between the two.
Yeah, I live right in the middle, so it works out for me.
Nice. Well, welcome. Very
Thank you.
excited to have you over there.
Thank you.
Welcome to Crest Hill, Trevor.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't say anything, Trevor.
That's all right. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Trevor, thank you.
All right, no problem.
And you're always welcome here if you have a,
How long is the meeting for?
Pardon me?
How long is the meeting for?
We meet on the 1st and 3rd.
How long is it? What time is it over here?
7 o'clock all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you ever want to come back, if you have some special that you want to promote, you're more than welcome. Just give us a phone call and you're more than welcome to come back and
Okay.
promote the specials that you have or anything else.
Perfect. Thank
Okay?
you. All right.
All right, man. Good luck
If
to
you
you.
ever need any taste testers, you know.
I'm about to bring some chicken back now. I'll be right back.
Bye, ladies. Thank you.
Bye, ladies. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, well, moving back to the agenda to our city administrator, Heather McGuire. Good evening, Heather.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have 3 items for consideration this evening. All 3 were discussed at the March 8th work session. The first is a proposal with GovHR for a finance director recruitment. This would be for the full recruitment services to the cost of $22,500.
So move, Mayor.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderwoman Gazal for the GovHR approval for finance director recruitment proposal. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke?
Yes.
John Verche?
Yes.
Robert Scalera?
Yes.
Tina Oberlin?
Yes.
Mark Ricoli Petro?
Yes.
Joe Kubo?
Yes.
Claudia Gazal?
Yes.
Nate Albert?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And the second item, this is per the mayor's communication on Friday. We were unable to secure an agreement with the first candidate that we had discussed last week at the meeting. So in the interest of moving forward and trying to get somebody in here in a timely manner, we are asking for permission, once we do find a viable candidate, to execute an agreement for an interim finance director position. This would be after council with the city council and all the aldermen first, but in the interest, like I said, of moving forward in as expeditiously as possible, we are asking for that latitude.
So moved. You need to vote? So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Verche, seconded by Alderman Dyke for approval for the mayor to execute an agreement for interim finance director. Questions or comments from city council?
We will be made apprised of this prior.
That is
all of us.
that is
correctly?
absolutely the intent for us to reach out to all of the aldermen to inform them of both the candidate, their experience, as well as that hourly rate.
Any other questions?
I would just ask that maybe you consult the treasurer a little bit on that,
Absolutely.
just a thought.
Roll call, please.
Barbara Scoler,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal,
Yes.
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Marco Pietro,
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And the final item I had for approval is a resolution adopting the 2021 zoning map of the city of Crest Hill, Will County, Illinois. You do have a small version in your packet. We're having some printer issues with our larger printer, but we will put a larger copy for all of the aldermen in next week's packet as well.
So moved, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Albert, seconded by Alderman Cola DiPietro for a resolution adopting the 2021 zoning map of the city of Crest Hill and Will County, Illinois. Questions or comments of the motion?
Heather, I just asked, is there any way to get a list, when we do get a larger maps, a list of the special uses that go along with the subject properties?
Are you looking for just the updated special uses or all of the special uses with the city?
All of the ones that would be, I mean, yeah, the updated,
Just
updated stuff.
The updated stuff? Yep, absolutely.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler,
Yes.
John Verche,
Yes.
Scott Dyke,
Yes.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
Marco Pietro,
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution number is 1090.
Thank you. And informationally, we do have a number of additional applicants since my last report for the small business grants. We do have a total of 20. Those will be discussed as well at next work session on the 22nd. And informationally, we will be holding our first budget work session on the 22nd as well as some additional items for City Center so we can work on the completion of that. I would be happy to answer any other questions this evening.
Any questions of city administrator? Okay, thanks, Heather.
Thank you.
Moving on to our Public Works Department, our interim Public Works Director, Mark Seifert. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Before you this evening, I have one agenda item. Last week, we discussed a easement at 2524 Fox Meadow Drive regarding the flooding in the backyards. I would ask for your approval for the city to execute an easement agreement in that subject property and for the city to install the pipe to resolve flooding in the backyard.
So moved as presented.
Second.
We have motion by Alderwoman Overland, seconded by Alderman Cola DiPietro for the approval of the Fox Meadow Storm Sewer installation easement at 2524 Fox Meadow Drive. This was discussed in detail last Monday evening at our work session. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Barbara Scoler,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Marco Pietro,
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
With that, I just wanted to let council know, staff has started, the street sweeper has been out for the last week or so, week and a half. We are, unfortunately today, we couldn't get out there with the snow and ice, but once it does melt, we will get back out there. Mailbox work has been, is starting to wrap up. We will get a couple more mailboxes to repair. And then we're out there picking up after this long winter. There was a bunch of garbage on the side of the road, so we were out picking up garbage weekly here. So with that, I entertain any questions.
Mark, I have a question, because
Yes.
a resident asked me this, and I'm pretty sure I'm on top of the right answer, but if the city damages any mailbox, the city replaces it and fixes it. Am I not correct?
We will,
If it's properly placed.
if it's properly placed, we will fix it and make it back to whole.
Yes.
With the key, you said exactly the key first phrase there was if it was properly placed
Right.
and it follows all USP.
Postal regulations.
Postal regulations.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other questions of Mark?
No, just a comment again. As you know, we had that big emergency on a Sunday. Close your ears, Chief. This guy flew faster than the police. I'm not kidding you. I called. He wasn't flying.
It's not true.
He was speed limit, but he came so, I couldn't believe how fast he came on a Sunday. And he took care of a major problem that we had in the subdivision. So I want to thank you and your crew for continuous work, hard work, and dedication. I mean, I was impressed with you guys. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And that was a tough ice storm today.
Yeah,
A little bit of snow, but
it came pretty quick. It was obviously about a quarter-inch ice was the total number. We got out there. We did it. There was enough ice for us to use the plows. We threw some salt down, but hopefully 50 degrees tomorrow. We won't see any trace of it tomorrow, and we can get back on that warm trend that we had for the last month.
Okay. Very good. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay, Community Development Department, you have information in your packet from Maura. Any questions, she will be here tomorrow. Okay, Police Department, our Police Chief, Ed Clark. Good evening, Ed.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I don't have anything on the agenda, but I'd like to speak on a couple of items that I have. One is you had a packet in your items of information regarding a pilot project. We're starting with a camera system called Flock Safety. This is a 60-day pilot program. We don't have to buy anything or do anything. We get to use the service to see how it works. We are familiar with this program. It was brought to my attention by investigations. They have already been using some of this, borrowing it from other agencies, and they've actually solved a couple crimes using these license plate reader camera systems. So they're thrilled about it. They want to start and use it. What I'd like to do is present it through the budget process and have it in our budget for this next year. So I wanted to introduce it to you. You'll start seeing these cameras pop up. They're solar paneled, so they just power themselves all with solar power. A lot of really good success here locally. I also gave you some examples of agencies that are using it currently. So with that, I'd entertain any questions reference that if you've read that memo.
It's basically, Chief, it's not to catch speeders, it's reading tags for wanted vehicles, anything that happened in a particular area to see the vehicles that were there, just so people can rest assured that's the intent of this?
Yes, it's not to catch any kind of traffic enforcement.
I understand, but right. I had somebody asking me, like, you know, the world was gonna come after them, and I said that was not the intent.
Yeah, no, it'll exactly that. It'll alert our officers through their MDT, their mobile data computers, and let them know if there's a car that's stolen, if there's a wanted subject in the area, things of that sort.
Alert.
Exactly. So all those things, it's technology, and I think we should use it. So I will be presenting that to you all at the budget process.
And we started seeing them. They already have 2 of them off. Probably you've seen it, McGilvery and Weber, and there's one in the median of Weber by the 2 gas stations. There's another camera there, so there's
Correct.
2 over there already.
Correct.
I slowed down.
You slowed down, huh? No, it's a really neat system, and we kind of looked at the platform today, and even somebody like myself was very easy to manage. So the data is only kept for 30 days. It's by law. And then it goes away, but we can download it and use it for court purposes when we need to. So I'm really excited about it. So.
And you can interact with the other 6 communities that are implementing this also, correct?
We can share with anybody through the nation.
Oh, through the nation?
Yeah, throughout the
It's even
nation
better.
if we'd like to, yeah. Who's using this system, I should say.
Great.
Yeah. The second item I have is from April 1st to April 30th. We'll be doing another campaign for traffic safety. This is, again, like last year, we joined the traffic safety grant through IDOT, and this campaign this month's going to be focused on distracted driving. So the officers will be doing some extra traffic enforcement.
I'm glad you told me.
So put the phones down. So with that, I'll entertain it.
You can't even be holding your phone anymore.
No.
I know, I keep telling certain people to put that phone down.
It's a bad habit, yeah.
I don't do it. I got the little thing on my radio that talks to me.
Okay, any other questions of Police Chief?
No, we just want to touch on, Ed and I, we spoke, and Barb, last year we can do the outreach program. It's with Me to the Park with the resident and the kids, so we are happy to announce that the next few weeks you guys will hear some dates. Obviously, we're going to take precaution with COVID, with masks, but it's going to be outside, so it's time to let the kids go out to the park and do what we've been doing for the last couple of years. So we are excited that this is going to happen again. So the reason we are announcing this, you don't be surprised if we announce some dates. So we're just communicating, and we'll continue working with the community.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, just as we start opening up, I'd like to start getting more community events. I mean, it's been a year from you know where, so I'd like to get that back and get us back out there. with some ideas that we had.
And I
Absolutely.
appreciate that you work with us on that. It's
Absolutely.
just a must. It's a must for our community.
This was just something that's been very important to Claudia and I don't know what was the year we started this.
4 years ago.
And it just, I think, will blossom from what we have started. It will blossom into something, you know, bigger and even better for the city of Crest Hill. And we're very proud to have gotten the ball rolling on this.
Okay, thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Mayor's report. I have an agenda item for Crest Hill Pony Baseball for an ad donation. We did discuss this last Monday night at our work session. It would be for a full-page ad for $65. Motion would be in order.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Cola DiPietro, seconded by Alderman Verche for a full-page ad at the cost of $65 to Crest Hill Pony Baseball. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Barbara Scolar.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes?
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Marco Polo DiPietro.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And thank you. I was advised by Joe Marshall that they are going to play a full baseball season this year, which will start in April. They are going to follow all of the guidelines as far as social distancing and everything else. So it's a great place to go watch some young athletes play baseball. Root Street and Crestwood. Okay, the only other thing that the mayor has here is the property tax rebate checks are going out in the mail. They should arrive this week. Let me say that as a retiree of the Postal Service, they're taking a lot of criticism for the slow delivery. So I noticed that the slow delivery is even in our area as it is in all of the surrounding areas in the Chicagoland area. So I ask for some patience with our residents. There may be a slight delay to have it delivered, but if you did fill out the forms last fall and they were filled out correctly and met all the requirements, you will be receiving your property tax rebate check for the 8th consecutive year, and that is 25% of the municipal portion of your property tax bill. So I'm proud of the fact that this mayor, that this city council, and the former city councils, we all kept our promises in regards to the rebate checks that were a direct result of the successful passage of the 2012 sales tax referendum that we had, and that the residents voted on by 69% in favor of the referendum. So we will continue the property tax rebate checks, and again, look for that hopefully this week. And any questions, feel free to call City Hall and we can work through them. That is it for the mayor. If anyone has any questions, I'll certainly try to answer them. Hearing none, we'll move on to our city clerk's report. Vicki Hackney. Good evening, Vic.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have no items on the agenda this evening. Any questions the clerk's office, be more than happy to answer.
Questions of the city clerk? All right, thanks, Vic.
Thanks, Ray.
City treasurer's report. Our treasurer, Glenn Conklin. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to report regular and overtime payroll from February 15th, 2021 to February 28th of 2021 in the amount of $219,735.89. I seek your approval on a list of bills in the amount of $614,913.49.
So moved if presented.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderwoman Oberlin, seconded by Alderwoman Sclair for the approval of the list of bills. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Scott Dyke.
Yes.
John Verche.
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes.
Marco Polo DiPietro.
Yes.
Nate Albert.
Yes.
Joe Kubal.
Yes.
Barbara Scolar.
Yes.
Tina Oberlin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you all. Want to entertain any questions?
Any questions of city treasurer?
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Glenn. Unfinished business. We have nothing on the agenda. Anyone? New business, anyone? Committee liaison reports, anyone? The mayor will go. This Thursday, March 18th, 2021 at 1 p.m., we will have a meeting of the Crest Hill Veterans and Police Memorial Committee to discuss the possibility of our 2021 Memorial Day ceremony to honor our veterans and our slain police officers. Again, not knowing what's going to happen in the next few months here with the COVID and the restrictions, if they are going to be lifted, if they are not. But I feel that it's prudent that we be proactive and that we at least just have some discussions in regards to if we have the opportunity to have a Memorial Day ceremony, we need to be ready for it. And so again, the meeting will be this Thursday, March 18th at 1 p.m. right here in the council chambers. It is strictly a volunteer organization. So if anyone would like to join us, we welcome everyone. That is it for the liaison reports. Moving on to city council comments. These are positive city council comments. Anyone that would like to go first? Alderwoman Overland.
Well, I would like to wish everyone a very safe and happy St. Patty's Day, my favorite holiday. Have a good time, but in moderation, and don't drive.
Alderman Cola DiPietro.
Just happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
Ward 4, Alderman Albert.
Nothing at this time, Mayor.
Alderman Kubal.
Nothing to add, Mayor.
Ward 1, Alderman Verche.
Nothing at this time.
Alderman Dyke.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody.
And Ward 2, Alderwoman Sclair.
And nothing to add to that.
Alderwoman Gazal.
Well, this will be our last meeting before Easter, so I want to wish all the residents and all the elected officials and staff a happy, blessed Easter. Let's remember the reason for that day. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Public comment. If anyone would like to address City Council, please step to the podium, state your name for the record. Your address is optional. Let the record show that no one has approached the podium. To our city administrator, Heather, is there a need for an executive session?
No, there is not, Mayor.
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Second.
We have a motion for an adjournment by Alderman Dyke, seconded by Alderman Verche. Roll call, please.
Barbara Sclair,
Yes.
Claudia Gazal.
Yes?
Tina Oberlin,
Yes.
Margot Cody Petro,
Yes.
Nate Albert,
Yes.
Joe Kubal,
Yes.
John Verche,
Yes.
and Scott Dyke.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Meeting is adjourned at 7:44 p.m. I thank you and good evening.